way to cap the year.
Speaking of, here is the new IZW champion, Jermaine Johnson.
IZW champion is making his way to the ring, always supported by that very loud hype section.
Very loud hype section, not quite as loud as the Pack, but you cannot deny the success that Jermaine's had in this company 3 times now. IZW champion, of course, defeating Johnny Z and Double D in the steel cage at Chaotic Christmas.
Yeah, that was a fantastic match, a fantastic main event to cap an amazing pay-per-view. Definitely the way you want to end the year here at IZW.
Oh, wait, I love this part.
Graham, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
This man, just a week ago, was in a steel cage match against 2 of the toughest competitors in this business. How do you think he's feeling going up against somebody as physically imposing as Damon Windsor?
Oh, Jermaine, no matter how beaten down he is, no matter how hurt he is, I know Jermaine Johnson is not afraid of any challenge, but the facilitator, he's fresh. He didn't have a match at Chaotic Christmas. He was nowhere to be found, but you know he's got to be chomping at the bit to kind of lend a little assistance to the natural-born leader going into Violent Valentine. Jermaine Johnson wanting his hype section to get this ass kicked now.
You know, Impact Inc., they're known for those mind games. And, oh, it looks like we're finally going to get an entrance to Damon Windsor here.
It's about damn time. I will say that. There's Damon Windsor, accompanied by Mark Wilson, whose job we are doing right now. Slimy little butterscotch donkey.
And one thing that Jermaine has to be thinking about here is that shorter man to the left of the facilitator, because anytime Mark Wilson's at ringside, it's never a one-on-one fight.
You can say what you want about Mark Wilson, but he has been a deciding factor for Impact Inc. on numerous occasions ever since he joined up with them over a year ago. He is not one to be underestimated.
I don't think they can start this match fast enough for Jermaine Johnson. I think he wants to prove that the margin of victory, however small it was at Chaotic Christmas, has no bearing on his validity as the IZW champion. You know, you think the champion, whoever you're in there with, you know, they're coming after you, but Jermaine, you know he's going to want to take the fight to Damon Windsor and really, you know, seal his title victory, close the year out right.
Absolutely, Jermaine is not one to back down, and quite frankly, the facilitator is not a man you can afford to back down from, because he's not afraid to bring the fight to you. He's a big, strong man. I was in a match with him just several weeks ago, and man, the power of that guy is not to be believed.
Well, speaking of power, do you think that Jermaine's going to try to show his power at some point during this match, Graham?
Oh, I'm sure he is. Jermaine always shows his power and shows his strength, and Jermaine has a lot of athletic ability. mean, you don't become the IZW champion by not earning
Chris Jones, you've done an average job tonight. You are at least the second best referee here in this company, and we've only got 2. But I tell you what, buddy, you go back there and you find your girl, have a good time, you know, take her out to a movie, do something.
You got beat up already, quit talking.
You got the night off, get the hell out of here, get out of my face!
Did Mark Wilson just kick referee Chris Smith out of the arena?
Get out of my ring!
Who's going to referee this match?
I have no idea.
Because
I think Chris Smith is
guess
our only
what?
official currently active tonight.
Well, this can't be good.
Back!
Mark Wilson never
What are you
did
talking
good.
about?
Up his-
That never happened. I am going to be the special guest referee. You quit sweeping
Oh,
spit.
no.
Mark Wilson, the most disappointing announcement of the night.
Special
in 2
guest
sentences.
referee for this match, Jermaine Johnson. Woo! This is going to be good times.
That
You didn't see
is
that, did you?
deplorable.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, Graham, but what did I say about when Mark Wilson's involved, it's never just one-on-one? I think this is about
Damon Windsor getting a jump start on the IZW champion here and putting the boots to him. And it doesn't look like Mark Wilson, not very surprisingly, he's not telling Damon Windsor to back away from Jermaine, who is in the ropes.
Yeah, Mark's certainly in no hurry to enforce the rules of wrestling. Not acting particularly impartial there as he tries to start
I
an
thought Damon
impact
Windsor was
chant.
big right hand on the outside.
Off the apron. And I think this is the last place you want to find yourself if you're Jermaine Johnson. I mean, it's bad enough being in the ring with a guy who's got size and strength on you, but when you're on the outside and that margin for error is cut down even smaller, there's all that stuff that can hurt you out there. You've got the guardrails, the ring apron, you know, that floor, that's an inch of
Look at
padding.
this. Is this
That's
how an
nothing.
official... Oh! That's not usually how an official conducts themselves, but I can't say it really bothers me too much. And there we go, Jermaine Johnson finally getting as close to a fair shake as he's probably going to get in this match.
Well, you know Jermaine's been wanting to do that until the second that Mark
course.
Wilson announced himself as the official in this match. And now the leader of the hype section deciding he's comfortable on the outside too.
I agree with that, but I don't necessarily agree with this with Jermaine Johnson. I mean, all things considered, who the official is, I think Jermaine Johnson needs to focus more on surviving this match than winning it.
You know, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense if you think about it logically, Graham, but you know that's not what drives Jermaine. He's got the hype section behind him. He's all about excitement. He's about energizing the IZW
Being
world.
larger than life, if you will. And right there, Damon Windsor sent into the steel steps. And Jermaine's doing a pretty damn good job of surviving so far.
I would say he's thriving, Graham.
Oh, and the hype section is enjoying it.
Jermaine Johnson deciding that those steel ring steps don't provide quite enough elevation for him to get into the ring, taking his time.
As crafty as Mark Wilson is, it seems that making himself the official for this match hasn't quite had the intended outcome, if you will.
Well, there's still a lot of match to be wrestled here, Graham. I mean, I'm sure, like, you see Mark kind of biding his time right now, but I'm certain that he's not going to give the champ a fair shake in this match.
Oh, you want to talk about unprofessional conduct. Oh, the big boot from Damon Windsor. I think you got to give the assist there to Mark Wilson. Damn near knocking Jermaine Johnson's teeth out his mouth.
You know, the thing about Damon that a lot of people don't realize, because, you know, he is such a large, powerful man, the man's a thinker. He's called the facilitator for a reason. He is a thinking man's
He's a
wrestler.
very intelligent man. That's, you know, he's spent a lot of time with the natural born leader. I'm sure that's not just kissing his ass. He learns. Jermaine's a smart dude. Oh, and showing his power there, tossing Jermaine across the ring with a big deal.
Damon's going to slow the match down, try to neutralize the athletic advantages of Jermaine.
Right there,
and
going
there's
to
a
the
blatant
throat.
choke.
And Mark Wilson, of course, not doing anything about it.
No, Mark
Looked like he
Wilson-
was even checking the shoulders for a pin there. I call it or did I call it?
Just a 1 count there off the blatant choke, but I mean, I guess that's fair when Mark Wilson's your official.
When you Mark Wilson's your official, everything's fair and nothing is fair. Especially in Jermaine Johnson's case, nothing about this match is fair. But he is definitely not one to quit. Jermaine Johnson, as long as the hype section is behind him, he will fight.
He's going for the Irish whip. I don't know if this is going to work.
Big drop kick.
Did you hear the impact on that, Graham?
Taking the big man off his feet, not a sight you see a lot. Damon Windsor off his feet. Here with the clubs to the chest, Jermaine's he knows he's got to turn up the intensity if he does want to keep surviving this match and come out with a win, if that's even possible. Mark Wilson as the referee.
The hype section coming back to life here. Jermaine's got the big man down.
Oh, big stomp to the gut.
I'm pretty sure the hype section would be happy seeing 10 more of those.
I'd like to see about 100 more. 90 of them to Mark Wilson. Mark Wilson very wisely in this case, keeping his distance from Jermaine Johnson here. Of course, Jermaine Johnson has to be careful not to put his hands on Mark Wilson, lest he be disqualified from this match.
Graham, let me ask you a question. Do you think as this match goes longer, does that favor the champion who's probably got the athletic advantage, the conditioning advantage, or does that just give Mark Wilson more of an opportunity to find an opportunity to screw Jermaine Johnson?
It absolutely favors Impact Inc. in this. The longer this goes, the more Mark Wilson can exploit basically his underhandedness. I mean, Jermaine Johnson wants to end this clip because you also know, going into Violent Valentine, Damon Windsor, he wants to punish Jermaine Johnson. He wants to make Johnny Z's job as easy as it can possibly be.
Yeah, it looked like Damon had a handful of Jermaine's tights pulling him into the second turnbuckle.
Mark Wilson seems more interested in bantering with the crowd than actually seeing if this is a legal hold or not.
That's a vicious neck crank being applied right now.
Oh, big elbows right to the collarbone. Well, it does not take a lot of pressure to break that collarbone.
Now he's going to use his superior vertical advantage to apply more pressure to the neck of the leader of the hype section.
Yep, standing up, putting your pressure, that's just good science in that hold.
It goes back to what I said before. Damon's a thinking man's wrestler. He knows he's big, but he also knows how to use it.
Well, there have been a lot of big men in this industry that haven't known how to use that, but Jermaine Johnson overcoming the brains and the brawn right now. Oh, but just as I say that, shut down with a big sidewalk slam.
That was a hellacious impact. And at a certain point, Graham, if you're Jermaine Johnson, knowing that even if you've got Damon Windsor beat, there's no guarantee Mark Wilson will even count the 3.
Absolutely, that's why I say Jermaine Johnson needs to survive. I'm not even sure if Mark Wilson will make it a possibility for him to win this.
Right, so in that case, do you want to maybe just try to take a loss and save yourself the damage?
If you look at it from a logical perspective, you might want to take that loss. But Luke, I know speaking for us, I don't think either of us could just lay down as long as the pack's chanting our names. And Jermaine won't do the same as long as the hype section is chanting, "We got this." He will not let them down. He refuses to let his hype section down.
Absolutely, and it's that drive, that determination, that willpower that has made Jermaine Johnson the most decorated man in IZW history. It's what's made him your IZW champion.
Absolutely, but it takes a lot more than determination to just get up after having every single extremity on your body stomped. But if anyone can do it, it beat Jermaine Johnson. This guy, he's unreal. I've seen him do incredible things.
I mean, we've been in the ring with him. We've had incredible matches against Jermaine in tag team action everywhere we've gone. The man is without peer. But even then, with Mark Wilson in there, and a man the size of Damon Windsor,
he's still fighting back. He refuses to quit. He refuses to give up. Keeps taking the fight to Damon Windsor. Ducks a big clothesline, kick to the gut. Multiple kicks to the gut. Jermaine having an offensive flurry, firing back on Damon Windsor.
He's got him staggered here. Going for another Irish whip. Powers him across.
Jermaine Johnson charges in. Oh, a big clothesline. Sweet buttery crumpets.
a lot of time that clothesline, that'll hit you right at the top of your chest, right in your neck. It knocks the wind out of you. That looked like Damon Windsor just put his bicep right through the nose and forehead of Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson kicks out.
And he still kicks out.
Still fighting up. And we've both eaten clothesline from Damon Windsor. They are nothing to scoff at.
No, nothing Damon Windsor does is anything to scoff at. He is a dangerous man.
I think that's quite simply the best way to put it. Damon Windsor is dangerous. And I can't stress enough how much more dangerous he's made by having Mark Wilson, the official, in this match.
But look, no quitting Jermaine yet again.
Not
for another Irish whip.
Oh, big black hole slam.
I have felt
but
that
both men
move.
are down. Jermaine taking that fight to Damon Windsor. You know, Luke, you may have had a point earlier.
This has to be it. No!
Kicks out at 2.
Unbelievable.
Jermaine Johnson, the leader of the hype section, still in this match.
I have felt that black hole slam from Damon Windsor. You cannot breathe. Every last bit of air is driven out of you. And Jermaine Johnson refuses to lay down despite the odds here tonight.
I'll have to take your word for it, Luke. I never let him hit me with it in our match. But that's beside the point. Jermaine Johnson, not in a good way here.
Now look at this, going back to the intelligence of Damon Windsor. He knows he's attacked the midsection with the big sidewalk slam, that big black hole slam. Now he's just exposing that midsection, stretching the leader of the hype section.
Keeping his arms tied up so Jermaine can't throw those big rights and lefts that he likes to throw. Jermaine's in a tough spot here, and it'll be interesting to see if the leader of the hype section can even get up from this. And speaking of Dell, as I say, he has gotten to his knees. Up to one knee. Jermaine Johnson is on his feet, fighting out of this. Knees to the midsection.
That's all he can do. Is your arms are tied up.
Oh, another huge clothesline.
Another massive clothesline. And we heard the impact from up here.
This is not the kind of punishment the IZW champion wants to sustain going into a pay-per-view like Violent Valentine against a man who I would say is even more dangerous than Damon Windsor and Johnny Z. Damon setting up for his choke slam. Jermaine may be in for a long ride here, but he slips out of it. Going for the double boots. Could be going for the ES2 right here.
He got it! He got the ES2! That's got to be it!
He's got to make the cover, though. He's got to make the cover.
And look at Mark Wilson. Look at Mark Wilson doing the official's job. This is a disgrace. This is a sham.
I'm surprised at all.
It's absolutely no surprise, but it's still the hype section. The IZW world deserves better than this from a co-commissioner of this company.
Absolutely, and Jermaine Johnson, I think, kind of realizes how this match is. Having words with Mark Wilson right now. That looks like it hurt, Daddy.
I don't think that Jermaine's going to like the long-term ramifications of that action, but I know it definitely pleased me.
He's liking it right now.
And I think it pleased the IZW world. No!
Jermaine Johnson goozled again. Another ES2 out of the choke slam. There it is. 1, 2.
No.
Oh, what's he doing here? 2, 3. If you want a job done right, you got to do it yourself. Jermaine Johnson.
And
there's Johnny Z coming to the ring, though, attacking the champion. The number one contender attacking the champion.
Johnny
and to
Z.
be completely honest, I can't say this is all surprising me either.
No, I mean, come on, it's Johnny Z. He is the most ruthless individual that I have ever seen in wrestling.
Absolutely. Ruthless, intelligent, cerebral on a level I have never seen before in wrestling.
And Graham, you and I, we felt that sneak attack from Johnny Z.
It cost us our first reign as IZW Tag Team Champions.
Moments after winning these tag team titles the first time, Johnny Z and the rest of Impact.
We are not strangers to this scenario, not at all.
No. Now, Damon Windsor is
setting up
a little bit.
It's never good.
Mark Wilson getting Jermaine Johnson with a little bit of payback from that stiff right he received earlier.
I know that's got to be a lot more insult than anything coming from the Butterscotch Stallion, but still Jermaine Johnson's not in a good way here. Two very dangerous men in the ring there. Oh no. Setting up for the big boot in the corner. Jermaine, you got to do something here. He's going Oh, Jermaine Johnson catches it. Oh, set up the running powerbomb. I've never seen that before.
Ducks the kick. Kip up.
Kip up. Oh my goodness. Oh my
X
God.
Factor. The J Factor.
Dumbfounded.
And now a J effect to Mark Wilson.
Jermaine Johnson taking it to Impact Inc.
The new IZW champion.
Going crazy.
Listen to the hype section behind their new champion.
Oh, he's setting up for an ES2 on Johnny Z. He wants to hit the natural born leader. He wants to get payback for this assault. There it is.
That is an energy shot right there to the natural born leader.
Jermaine Johnson, despite the odds stacked against him, shown he has got this, but Damon Windsor getting up behind him with that briefcase. Look out.
What's going on here?
More shenanigans?
I don't know what happened to the lights. We've already seen total darkness, but I don't know what this could be.
Could we?
Oh!
Oh! You know what happens when
devastating
the light
spear.
goes out? The image of fear. We thought he left the arena.
Graham, I don't have a list of things that I would not want to see when the lights come on, but if I did, Kevin Morgan will be right at the top.
Jermaine Johnson keeping his distance, and that's not even the usual image of fear. That is an angry Kevin Morgan. And that is a possibly drunk Mark Wilson. Oh, double moment of fear. Moment of hype? Whatever it is, I enjoyed seeing Mark Wilson take it.
I think you speak for the entire IZW world, Graham, when you say that we enjoyed watching Mark Wilson suffer that. I think that is the way I want to end 2014 here at IZW.
Absolutely. We'll see you all right back here at the Impact Arena next week for the IZW 2014 Year-End Awards.
That's right. It is going to be a stacked kickoff show, the Year-End Awards. Go online and vote. You can check us out at izwrestling.com, youtube.com/IZW Oklahoma, twitter.com at IZW World. But the best way to experience it is just to get down here to the Impact Arena and watch moments like this, moments like Jermaine Johnson celebrating with his hype section. Graham, this has been a great night. It's been a great year, and I know 2015 is going to have nothing but more impact.